We're ready.
He's like, I'm ready. We're ready, okay. Yeah, okay. Hi, everybody. We are the NYIT DPT class of 2018, and today we are presenting to you functional fitness for every day. So today, these are the goals that we're going to be having for today. So first thing we're going to do is define the word fitness. Then we are going to name 3 risk factors for falls, and then we're going to go over understanding whether or not you are at risk for falls, and then we're going to demonstrate 3 exercises that we can do in order to decrease the risk for falling. So, who do you guys think of when you think of fitness? Does anybody come to mind? Anybody?
Chuck Norris.
You guys know, yeah, there you go, right in the middle. So we have Richard Simmons, Chuck Norris, Jillian Michaels, Bruce Lee, and then the clan of people at the bottom. So what is fitness? Regular physical activity is one of the most important things you can do in order to maintain good health status. And functional fitness is the idea that we can do things in our everyday lives without any assistance. Fitness overall is going to help prevent any future health problems, and ACSM recommends that we do a minimum of 30 minutes a day of moderate to intense activity for 5 days a week. So what is aerobic activity? Aerobic activity can be anything from pushing a lawnmower, going for a nice walk, riding a bike, and it should increase your heart rate as well as being a minimum of 10 minutes. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how hard are you working every day? Not working is going to be considered a 0, moderate working is 5 to 6, intense working is 7 to 8, and working as hard as you can will be considered a 10. How hard do you usually work? 0? No. So then we also
gave you a 5.
5.
At this stage, I have a leg problem, so I try to do at least once or twice a week.
Okay, at least in some things, right? We also have other components of fitness, so we would include muscular strength activities as well, and this can include heavy gardening, weightlifting, band resistance exercises, body weight exercises, as well as yoga. So what do you guys enjoy doing?
Dancing.
Yeah.
All right.
Me too. Yeah. So now Nikki is going to go over the risk of falling. So are you at risk for fall? That's a big thing when it comes to exercise. So there's 3 questions that you should ask yourself. Have you fallen in the past year? Do you feel unsteady when standing or walking? And do you worry about falling? Now, to determine your risk of fall, we use an algorithm. It's the STEADY algorithm. And there's 3 components of it. It's the STEADY Independent brochure, which we actually have today for you to fill out. And then the 3 questions are going to help us determine whether you're at a low, a medium, or high risk for falling. And then we will evaluate your walking and strength and balance by 3 tests, which we will do some of them here today. And then we will evaluate on the algorithm to determine if you're at a high or medium or low risk, and then we can help you see what you can improve to decrease that risk. And then how to decrease your fall risk after going through the algorithm. Important is to talk to your primary physician to see if there are any falls of history of falling or balance or walking problems. You should always be physically active. That's either at the local gym or just walking around your neighborhood. There's always like walking programs or fitness things at local gyms. And then change things around the house to avoid falling, declutter the house, remove rugs that are in the way, increase the lighting, and place things that are accessible to you. And then always stay positive and motivated, and one little thing can change tremendously your risk of fall.
Okay, so now that we talked about what fitness is, we're going to go through the 7 tests that we're going to do today. So we're going to start with the 30-second sit to stand. So first you're going to have the person sit in the middle of the chair with their back straight and their feet planted on the floor. They're going to cross their arms across their chest with their wrists crossing and the hands placed against the chest. And then what you're going to do is you're going to stand up as many times as you can in 30 seconds from a seated position all the way up and then back down. So we're going to do that for as many times as you can in 30 seconds. And if you have any pain, you should stop. Then the next one is the arm curl. So this is going to assess your upper body strength. So for females, you use a 5-pound weight, and for males, you use 8-pound. So you're gonna sit towards the side of the chair that is your dominant side. So are you right-handed or left-handed? Right. Okay, so you're gonna put this in your right hand. You're gonna start with your palm facing the back of the room, and while you curl up, you're gonna turn your palm up to your face. And you're gonna do that nice and controlled, and you're gonna do that as many times as you can in 30 seconds.
Okay, so the next one is going to assess lower extremity flexibility. So Alex, you can have a seat right here. So your preferred leg is going to be straight out. Your toe is going to be pointing towards the ceiling, and your other leg is going to be flat on the ground. And what you're going to do, Alex, is you're going to cross both hands over like this. And just using the hip joint, I want you to go down as far as you can, pointing towards your toes. And then come back up. And I want you to hold that for 2 seconds when you do this. And it would be your preferred leg that's straight. So just try that one more time. Good. Hold that for 2 seconds, and then nice and slowly come back up. Good. The next one is going to assess the upper extremity, your arm flexibility. So Alex, I'm going to have you stand on up. So your preferred arm, I want you to bring all the way back as if you're patting yourself on the back like this. Good. And you can just show them from here. Good. And your opposite arm, I want you to reach all the way back as if you can try to touch both hands together. Good. And you're just going to hold that again for 2 seconds. And relax. Good. So the next one is going to assess aerobic endurance. And we're going to have stickies on the wall so you can see how high to bring your leg up. But it's going to be in between your hip joint and your knee joint. So Alex, just come over here, just stand. So let's say it's, just turn to the side. Let's say it's right about here. You're going to lift one leg up at a time, as high up as you could go. Good. Just getting past that marker. And we're going to do that for 2 minutes. And that's going to assess aerobic endurance.
All right, so the last few that we're going to do, the first thing is going to be a set of balance tests. So we know that balance is going to be a really important component to whether or not you fall, right? So Nikki, if you could be my subject. So the first part of the balance assessment is going to be just, Nikki, I'm going to have you stand with both feet together, and you can put your hands on your hips, and we're just going to stay like that for 10 seconds. Don't worry, we're always going to be right nearby you. If you feel like you're going to fall, it won't happen. All right, so she just stays like that for 10 seconds. So the next thing we're going to do is an instep balance. So Nikki, what you're going to do is with your left foot, you're going to put the left instep right next to your right big toe, and we're going to balance like that. And we're going to try to do that for 10 seconds. The next part is called the Sharpen Romberg, or a tandem stance. For my dancer, I think this is going to be yours. You're going to put the left heel right in front of your right big toe, so you're standing heel to toe. And again, we're going to try to balance for 10 seconds. And then the final stage is going to be balancing just on one leg. So we'll start on your right leg. Lift your left leg up. Perfect. And then we'll do both sides, okay? And the goal is to see if we can do it for 10 seconds on each side. And then the last thing we're going to do is called the tug test. Nobody's getting pushed or pulled, don't worry. So Nikki, the tug stands for the timed up and go. So Nikki's going to have a seat for me. And we're going to measure out a distance, and the cone's going to be the appropriate distance you're going to walk to. So Nikki, what you're going to do is I want you to sit up at the edge of the chair for me. And when I say go, you're going to stand up, walk around that cone, come back, and then sit down in the chair. Don't forget to sit back down. That's when the test ends, okay? You walk at a comfortable pace and go. Great. And sit down for me. And you're going to get a practice trial, and then you're going to do 2 trials, okay? So then, what are we going to do today? So we have a Stay Independent brochure, as Nikki talked about earlier, that you guys can fill out. It's going to help us to assess your risk of falls. We're going to try to perform all 7 of the functional tests. All of us are here to help you out with that. We have home exercise programs that after we look at how you do on the assessments, we're going to highlight some things that you can do at home to help stay fit. And then if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. And that's it.
Now, if you don't mind me asking for each. All right. Great.
Well, not necessarily. As you approach
process is different than us.
Yep, thank you. Copy this over.
Sometimes it's dangerous for you to do that. Alright, so what we'll do, yeah, so So we're gonna do is we're gonna sit down first. Good. And if you feel any pain or have shortness of breath, let me know.
Shortness of breath, I know I got one knee.
It creeps, yeah. Perfect. If you feel any pain, just let me know and you can stop, okay?